With ranked mode coming to Pokemon Pocket in a few short weeks, people are scrambling to figure out what to play. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you 2 decks guaranteed to start you on the right path to your journey to become the very best. But before we do, over 85% of you guys watching aren't subscribed, so if you end up enjoying this video, hit that subscribe button as I'm trying to reach 3K by the end of the year. Now, without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop into some profiles. Welcome to the Dark Zone. I'm sure you guys have seen this deck at some point, whether you've been watching it on YouTube or you've been playing against it in Pocket. But this is my Darkrai Magnezone. I do run it a little bit differently than I guess some decks that you would see, but it's still a Darkrai Magnezone deck. We're running 2 copies of Magnemite, 2 copies of Magnetone with his ability Volt Charge. You take 1 energy from your energy zone and attach it to this Pokemon every turn for free. You want to get about 3 to 4 energies on it before you go ahead and evolve into Magnezone, because Magnezone, it hits for 110, but you have to have an electric energy attached to it, and you have to discard an electric energy every time you attack with it. So we want to have Magneton in there. We want to start getting all that free energy. Ideally have like 2 to 3 set up. Optimally have 4, so Magnezone can just come in and start doing 110 every turn. You pair that up with Darkrai and his ability Nightmare Aura, doing 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon every time you put an energy on it. And then I have 2 copies of Drud just to be a wall. Rough Skin doing 20 damage back to him every time they attack. We run 2 copies of Pokeball, 1 copy of Pokecom, 1 Giant Cape, 1 Rocky Helmet, 2 Professor's Researches. I am running 2 Leafs just to leaf out from Drud, just in case we get set up and they're not attacking and they're stalling and trying to get set up. We want to be a little bit aggressive. We're going to use the Leaf. It also comes in handy for Darkrai too. And we are also using 1 copy of Cyrus, just in case they want to switch up, because there's a lot of damage going around, and if they're trying to hide a Pokemon, we're going to bring it right back in there and hopefully win a game with it. But let's go ahead, hop into a battle, and I can show you guys why this deck is just so darn good. Alright, here we go. Going against Matu. We are going first, that's fine, doesn't really make too big of a difference. Going up against Fire, I guess we'll drop the Magnemite out front, just to just kind of be our wall. We do have the 1 in our hand and the Darkrai. We'll just save those for right now. We don't necessarily need to drop those down. He can't do anything, so I guess I'll just Pokeball real quick. See what else we get. If we get the Drud, then we get the Drud. Alright, I'll drop the Magnemite. I'll drop the Darkrai. And I'll drop the Drud, because, I mean, why not, right? Why not? Go ahead and end the turn. We have Cyrus and Leaf. Alright, so he's playing Magmar. What else is he playing with it? It'd be crazy if this is a Blaine deck. At least he's playing the good Magmar. Professor, Pokeball, must be nice. Must be nice. Alright, he's just setting energy on Magmar. And that's all he's doing. Back to us. There's Magnezone, so, okay. We're getting there. Like, we're close. We'll do 20 real quick to him. Because if he does take out that 1 Magnemite, then we'll just switch to Drud. I'm not too worried about losing that Magnemite. 50 damage. 60 damage. He's knocking out that dragon, or that Magnemite. He's got a Vulpix. This is a Blaine deck. What? Alright, so our Drud moves forward now. And then there's our Magneton. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We'll go ahead and Volt Charge here. I wish I'd gotten the Magneton a turn sooner. But it's fine. We do have the Leaf in our hand. We'll do another 20 damage to the Magmar with Darkrai, end our turn. See what he does. Because if Magmar attacks, he's going down next turn. So if he's smart, he just won't attack until he gets his Ninetales set up. But then, even so, he's going to need the Blaine to do anything. Another Professor. Pokeball. You just had everything you needed this turn, huh? Yeah, this is 100% a Blaine deck. My man's playing Blaine. I'm not mad at it, dude. Sometimes you need a break. Showing off this deck, though? Oh, I apologize. Alright, so Magmar's gonna go down, then. Rough Skin, and then the 20 on the Darkrai EX. And then I'm gonna have the option to just, if I want to evolve into Magnezone or not, depends on what he's gonna move forward here. I could also leaf out and just essentially kill it, right? Maybe not. What's he bringing out? Alright, so he brings out Ninetales. So either way, Drud is going to go down. We will save Magneton. We'll get another Electric Energy on the bench. We'll drop our other Darkrai, and then we'll just go ahead and end our turn. We won't evolve into Magnezone quite yet, just because you need an Electric Energy to use the move, and you have to discard one. So if we can get 3 hits into the Magnezone, then we'll be in business. We can come into Magnezone and just start OHKOing, but we might just be able to Darkrai this real quick. Because he's definitely going to Flamethrower. He's going to take out Drud, do 20 back to himself. Sabrina! Well then. He's going to do 90. I do have the Leaf in hand, but if he has a Cyrus, that's going to be bad. I think you can have the one with no energy on it. That's fine. You can have that. Giant Caping. Alright, so that's 90 damage to Darkrai. He loses that. We're gonna go ahead and Volt Charge. This is one of those situations where we definitely need to go ahead and just play the Magnezone now. We will leaf out our Darkrai into Magnezone. Now if he has a Cyrus, GG, right? If he has a Cyrus, GG. I will put the energy down. I'll put the Rocky Helmet on Darkrai, because if he does have a Cyrus, I want him to do 20 damage, just because he's being a jerk. Because I'm going to need it anyway, I'll just drop the energy on Magnezone. We'll Thunder Blast 110, take out this Ninetales. Rapidash will come forward. Now Rapidash is going to hit for 40. If he uses Cyrus, he can't use Blaine. So we got that going for us. And he is using Blaine. So this is going to do 30 more. So this is going to do 70 damage to Magnezone. He's going to hit, do 70, and then it's going to pass to our turn, and then we go ahead and just... I won't even use the energy. We'll just go ahead and win it. Taking out the Rapidash. So we beat a Blaine deck, but this deck is really good, man. It's versatile, it's adaptive, you can pretty much play from wherever you want. Like you saw, we didn't really draw into the Magnezone line right away, but we did have the 2 Magnemites, and we just had that one Magnemite go down as a wall. We were able to play, maneuver around to make it so that was the only point that they got, while doing damage at a consistent rate. So yeah, this is why I love that deck. This is why I love this deck so much. But let's go ahead and jump over into our Leafeon deck next. It's time to water some plants. We are playing the Leafeon Celebi EX deck, and the first thing you should note is something I swore I would never do. I am playing 2 energies. I have water and grass. It is very important to have both of these energies running in this deck. It doesn't slow the deck down at all. Water is super important for some key cards in here that are some new introductions, and grass is very important because Celebi and Leafeon, the 2 main components of this deck, need a grass, and you can't always rely on Leafeon to come set it up. But we are running 2 copies of Celebi. Celebi, in case you didn't know, its move Powerful Bloom. For each energy that's attached attached to it. You flip a coin, and for each head it does 50 damage, but you do need a grass energy on that to attack, and that's where Leafeon comes in. Leafeon, with its ability Forest Breath, anytime it is in the active spot, you can take a grass energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your grass Pokemon. So ideally you would have the Eevee out, put an energy on it, evolve into Leafeon the next turn, attach your turn energy, and then Forest Breath. It's fully powered to come out, start solar beaming for 70, and then you can just start putting energy on your Celebi sitting on the bench. Just keep adding it, and your goal is to keep Leafeon alive to bulk Celebi up. So that's the goal, and you'll see some more cards in there. But I am running 2 copies of Eevee. This is the Continuous Steps Eevee. You flip a coin until you get tails, and it does 20 damage for each heads. I don't know how I feel about the Continuous Steps version of it. I think a consistent guaranteed 20 might be a little bit better, but I'm running the Continuous Steps Eevee regardless. Then I'm also running a Shaman in here. Now this one is the Sky Support Shaman, so your basic Pokemon in the active spot can retreat for 1 less cost. That's very good when you come to up here and you look at Celebi for, it's got 1 retreat cost, so it's retreating for free. Your Eevee's retreating for free, and your Arceus, the other card in here, is retreating for 1 energy. And the reason I have Arceus in here is because if you ever do get bricked up on water energies and you can't get your Celebi or Leafeon available, you want your Arceus because it's colorless. Ultimate Force is doing 70 damage plus 20 damage for each of your benched, and if you're at the point where you need Arceus, like your bench is set up, so you're doing a solid 130 damage each turn. And it is also nice to just have that there, just in case, like I said, you are getting a bunch of water energies, which does not happen very often, but it has happened enough to where I threw him in there. But now moving into the trainers, we're running 2 Pokeballs, a Pokécom, Giant Cape, 1 Helmet, 2 Professor Researches, 2 Ericas. Erica heals 50 damage to one of your grass Pokemon. We are running 1 Cyrus for those tricky, sneaky boys trying to save some face, save some damage. And then the new card introduced in Triumphant Light that we're running 2 copies of is Irida. Irida, in case you don't know, heals 40 damage for each of your Pokemon that has a water energy attached to it. So if you have Arceus, Leafeon, and Celebi all out, and they all have, say they all have like 40 damage on it, you play Irida down, they all heal for 40 damage. So it's an all-encompassing heal instead of a target-specific like Erica. That's why the water energy is so important for this deck. But yeah, so this is the deck. This is the version that I run it. We'll go ahead, take this into a battle just to show you guys why I love this dang thing. Alright, here we go. Muay Thai Y. Okay. We're going second. That's the name, dude. Going up against Steel. We do have something. It's good that we have the Eevee and the Shaman. It'd be even better if we could get the Leafeon here. We can draw into it, that'd be great. Shaman, yep, there's Dialga. You will see a lot of metal decks too. Metal's very good. Double Dialga, Arceus, and what else? The Shaman, the one that I have, with the basic energy support switching out, yeah. And he's got the Skarmory in here too. So you put a equip card on that Skarmory, it's hitting for 50 damage. Okay, so Pokeball and Professor. Now instinctively, we do Pokeball first. Make sure we get another basic out of here. There's a Celebi, that's very good. Now we're just missing 1 piece to the puzzle. Can we get our Leafeon? There's an Irida and a Pokémon. That's fine, it's not horrible yet. We'll go ahead and put the 1 energy on the Eevee. We will, drop the Celebi. Let's see. If he has a Leaf, he can switch out into that Skarmory, but I think he's gonna... I don't know. I don't think it's worth putting the Giant Cape on anything yet, so we'll just go ahead and continue with Steps him. Hopefully we get some luck. And we got Jack Diddley. You know, I think I hit tails on Continuous Steps more often than I hit heads. And when I do hit heads, it's very rarely that it's more than 1. I'm starting to question whether this Eevee is the best Eevee or not, but I don't know. I guess that's up for debate. We can guarantee it or not. Oh man, so this isn't the greatest. He's gonna get energy on. We're gonna put the energy on the Celebi just because we have a water coming up next. We don't have a Leafeon yet. 10 cards left in deck, so we got a 20% chance. I will Giant Cape the Eevee now, just hoping and wishing. And then we'll continue with steps, and hopefully we get lucky this time. And we didn't. Yo, this Eevee is busted, bro. What a broken Eevee. Doing all that 0 damage twice in a row. You gotta love it. So he's gonna put his other energy on Dialga. He's gonna Metallic, Turbo, whatever. 2 energies. I imagine that's going on the Dialga in the back. Alright. Dialga in the back is getting set up. There's the Leafeon. Finally. Finally. Go ahead and put that there. We will go ahead and Force Breath for the Leafeon on ourselves. So that's 70. Do I do the Irida now? No, I don't think we need to do that yet. We'll go ahead and Solar Beam though. Hit him for 70. We don't need to use any supporters yet. Alright. So he's probably going to hit me for 30 again, right? That's what I would imagine. Now he's just gonna leaf out. Into the other Dialga? Enter the Skarmory. Into the other Dialga. Okay. I don't know what I mean, you're in the exact same situation. Alright, so that's 30 down, so I'm 60 down on this Leafeon. I'm gonna go ahead and Erica this Leafeon. Every other energy is going on to Celebi at this point on. The goal is to keep Leafeon alive, essentially. So now we'll Erica. Get 50 points down there. Alright, and now it's because it's going to hit for 100 when it comes back out. Unless it wants to use Metallic Turbo, but anyway. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit for 70 again. I'm just hoping by the time Leafeon does go down that the Celebi is going to be cracked out of its mind with energies. Alright, so he's going to hit for 100. Going to drop us down to 50. So the question now is, do I switch out to Celebi? I think I put the energies on Celebi, and I hope for 2, right? Yeah, okay, so now we're going to retreat. We're going to take one of the leaves off. Very important to keep the water energy on. I mean, if he has a Cyrus, Leafeon is dead anyway, right? Not necessarily. We'll go ahead and do it, because if we do get lucky and take out this Dialga, he's not going to be able to fully whatever. So we'll go ahead and Powerful Bloom. We're looking for 2 heads. There's 1, and there's 2. Okay, so this Dialga's going down. We got enough. We got enough. Powerful Bloom, 200 damage. So whatever he brings in now, unless he has a Probe Pass and he's going to bring that up for whatever reason, we only need 2 heads. I'm half tempted to switch in the Leafeon. Alright, so there's the Dialga. We brought in the other Dialga. Respect it. Respect it. Throwing on another energy. Metallic Turbo for 30. Is that what he's doing? Dawn. Oh, he's just going to go ahead and Heavy Impact. Smart play. Good play. I mean, you had every card in the deck in your hand, so I'd expect nothing less. Okay. So we got 6 coins.
We have 6 coins. Man. I mean, we gotta be aggressive, right? We gotta flip. I was thinking about coming into Leafeon, but no, we gotta flip. We need 2 heads. We need 2 heads. Just 2, please. 1, 2. Thank you! 50-50'd it. Celebi taking us home, and it wouldn't be possible had we not gotten our Leafeon. That's what I'm talking about. Out of the 2 decks, this is probably my more favorite to play right now. And yeah, it just slaps.
Alright guys, that is going to do it for this video. Whether you like the Dark Zone or the Wet Plants deck better, comment down below, let me know which one of these decks you would play. And until next time, this has been Griefus saying, later.